The numbers associated with the junta's human rights violations are staggering. More than 3,400 people have been killed. More than 17,000 political prisoners are behind bars. More than 1.4 million people have been displaced since the coup. The upcoming G7 summit in Hiroshima offers an opportunity for Japan to shine a light on the situation in Myanmar for the entire world to see. I urge Prime Minister Kishida to ensure that the Myanmar crisis is on the G7 agenda and that a strong, unified message and a commitment to action emerges from that summit. I urge Japan to consider joining all other G7 countries in imposing targeted economic sanctions on the Myanmar military and its key sources of revenue, just as it is doing in response to the crisis in Ukraine. Equipping and sustaining military forces and procuring armaments such as fighter jets and helicopter gunships is expensive. So what the junta sees as its great strength is also a vulnerability. Economic sanctions that deprive the junta of the resources required to operate its war-making machinery would weaken its capacity to attack the people of Myanmar. Frankly, many people in Myanmar have asked me why the response of the international community to the crisis in Ukraine is so different from the response to the crisis in Myanmar. Some have pointed out that the same types of bombs that are falling on the people of Ukraine are falling on the people of Myanmar. I frankly do not have an answer. Technical assistance to the junta as it carries out this so-called election. To do so would not support or enhance democracy, but rather it would undermine democracy. This position. Additionally, prominent Japanese citizens engaging on issues relating to Myanmar, including a government special envoy, have made statements in support of the junta's fraudulent election plans, creating confusion about Japan's policy. In fact, credible reports have linked the units of previous trainees to atrocities, including massacres and airstrikes against civilian targets. So long as the Defense Ministry continues to train Myanmar soldiers, Japan's self-defense forces will be linked to a brutal military regime.